welcome back to Salty Sunshine, where we shoot the salt. How you doing, mama?
Mustarrrdddd!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, stop. Tell me I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that can't get these songs out of their head.
Yeah, I've heard it at the Grammys and I heard it here on Super Bowl, so it's definitely stuck in my head.
It's that's like the perfect song for football. It has that the sound in the background, like the what do you call it? The melody, the tones, whatever. It sounds like such a football song.
Yeah, it was definitely like a hype song.
Yeah. It definitely felt like Friday Night Lights. So we're back this week. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. But before we get into the Super Bowl, I wanted to talk about the Grammys, but not the Grammys, just about Kanye and his wife, Bianca, showing up naked, which I want to talk about it only because it's been such a crazy weekend between the Grammys and the Super Bowl. Like so much going on between the Super Bowl. So she showed up with a fur coat and she takes it off and she's basically wearing a see-through dress, but she's literally she's like full on naked. And so that happened. And apparently he left right after. But even crazier than that, while the Super Bowl's going on, Kanye's going insane on X. I don't know if you saw any of that.
No, I didn't.
So I don't even want to label it. I don't know what's wrong with the guy. He obviously needs help or he's like
I
the
mean,
biggest jerk ever.
bipolar, and he doesn't
Well,
take his meds.
right, but he has his moments. I mean, I don't think he's ever been this bad, is my point.
Hmm.
It's
What has he
really, really
tweeted?
bad. So he first started. Obviously, I don't follow him on X. I just saw, I came across it one day, but then you see other people saying that he's posting even more. So I saw that he posted, he was just talking crap, but saying he has authority over his wife and all the, just crazy stuff like that, then talking crap. But it's hard being God on earth. He thinks he's God on earth. Like just, dumb shit and talking shit about people. I don't even remember exactly, but it was like a lot of baloney. But the really bad part started when he's like during the Super Bowl, he started talking about like really bad things about Jewish people, like really nasty things. And he was just being very derogatory to a lot of different types of people and people he knows
Yeah,
and
I
all this
think he
stuff.
said he was a Nazi.
Yeah, he even, oh my god, that's what I remember. He posted photos of that footage from Diddy hurting Cassie in the the hotel room hallway, and the sweatshirt she was wearing when she's on the floor. He reproduced it and put it for sale on his website. Like he was
That's
going
so
he like
weird.
it's so bizarre, and he was saying that Diddy's innocent and people are trying to put like he's defending Diddy.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's never been this bad.
Right. I feel like before he would go crazy, but he would say some like stuff that other people weren't saying, and he was
Yeah.
like the obvious stuff about like Hollywood,
Yeah.
and it was the stuff that was actually true. But now this is just weird.
No, it's beyond. It's almost and when he starts to tweet and when he starts to post, you could tell it's nonstop. It's almost like a binge and
Well,
he's
that's
on there.
what bipolar is. They have like a manic episode. That's why when he tweets so many things at once, like he's definitely having an episode.
An episode, or I mean, it's just a coincidence that he has an episode because he went to the Grammys?
What?
Like he doesn't always have these episodes. He like disappears and he shows up just because he went to the Grammys. Now he's having an episode.
This is literally
I don't know.
That's literally what an episode is.
Well,
It means it doesn't happen all the time.
it's not an excuse. He has all the money in the world. There's people that don't have any funds to help their cause, and he has all the money to get help. And if he refuses to get help, it's his problem. So basically, he did that. He did the Diddy thing. He went even further, and he started selling shirts with like the swastika on it.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
It's so crazy that Shopify has blocked him. They dropped him and they blocked him from being able to use their services. He got dropped by his agency. He's like banned from Twitter. Everyone's like blocking him.
I mean, that's like taking it way overboard, the shirt with the swastika.
I mean, the Diddy thing's pretty messed up too.
Well, yeah, that's messed up, but this is
He's
like real
basically
harm. Like,
glorifying.
someone of influence spreading that is actual harm.
No, it's so bad, and he's basically glorifying, domestic violence and stuff like that, which is insane. And so he even wrote a caption, he must have really been in love to sacrifice everything he has, like saying for him to want to hit her, she must have done, I don't it, he said some crazy stuff.
That is
So
crazy. So I wonder if he hits Bianca.
probably not, but it's just insane. So with that, the Super Bowl goes on, and this is all happening behind the scenes, and he had like a Super Bowl commercial apparently, but they didn't show it in every state. They only showed it in like a handful of states. He paid for like a commercial, and
Oh.
yeah, and then he came on and did a little video before they banned him for everything, saying he spent all his Super Bowl money on his new teeth, and the whole everything that he wrote on Twitter or X was an experiment. Like I think he was trying to backtrack.
Well, because he's coming down from that manic high.
Well, he said it was an experiment, but then he went and did the swastika thing, so he didn't come
Mm.
down all the way. So yeah, so that was crazy. That's why I wanted to bring it up because I almost feel bad for him
Well, I feel
because
bad for anyone with that kind of illness because it's like, yes, you have pills, but a lot of people do go crazy.
I don't feel bad for him. I feel sad to watch
Right.
it. It's sad for his kids. It's like really sad.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Grammys, everyone was saying the wife, looked scared on the carpet. But then at the after party, she was wearing just like a leotard and she's like dancing around and laughing and like she pulls her own top down and like exposes herself.
Yeah.
And so like people are realizing like she likes the attention too. It's not like him controlling her.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure she knows what she's doing. I mean, they're adults. Women are adults,
exactly.
and most of the dumbest decisions women make are for men. I mean, let's be honest. Like the
You're
dumbest things
right.
we've ever done are because we're trying to like appease a guy. And it's in our nature to be pleasers, and she knows what she's doing, and she's dumb to do it. She's
Yep.
embarrassing herself.
Yep.
So anyways, fast forward to the Super Bowl. I didn't see any great commercials. There was no Elon Musk commercial. That was all a lie, or I don't know what happened.
Hmm. Maybe you should look it up.
Did you see it?
No. I mean, I
Oh.
wasn't watching that closely,
No,
so.
everyone said there was no Elon commercial.
Oh. I don't
Yeah.
know then.
Yeah. So
You
um
hear everyone going crazy about the Poppy commercial?
yes. Well, was it the commercial or the fact that they like shipped little vending machines to people?
Both. It was the fact that people were so upset about them shipping the vending machines, having to do with like influencer culture, and people were like, they must have been shitting bricks knowing that they spent millions of dollars to air their ad full of influencers the next couple days, like a couple days later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy what people are paying for those ads. Like it's really crazy. I'm lying. I did see some that I thought were interesting. First of all, did you see the Dunkin' Donuts one?
No, I trust me, I did not see any of them. So
Okay. So the Dunkin' Donuts, it's kind of like last year, but it was only Ben Affleck and that guy Bill Belichick, the football guy. You know how he's dating a woman that's like 4 decades younger than him?
maybe, I guess.
So he got divorced and he's like a, millionaire or whatever, and he's a big football guy, and it's so gross. He's in the commercial with his girlfriend. And I couldn't even pay attention to the commercial because I'm so disturbed by looking at the fact that she's standing there with this old man. This man looks like her grandfather. It's so disturbing to watch. So I didn't enjoy that. And then there's a Hellman's mayonnaise commercial. I don't know if you've heard of the movie When Harry Met Sally. It's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
And and she performs like a fake orgasm at the table, that one of their scenes, and she did it with the Hellman's mayonnaise and the sandwich. I thought that was pretty cute. I actually think they're doing like a reboot of When Harry Met Sally, so that's probably why they did that. And then I don't remember. I was thinking when I was watching it, I don't think celebrities used to like commercials for the Super Bowl used to be regular commercials. Like they didn't use celebrities, and now celebrities have kind of taken over.
I feel like I always remembered celebrities, but I just started paying attention, I would say just a few years ago, like the past 5 years.
Yeah, I miss the good old days when the tickets were not $15,000 a pop, and
Like you were ever gonna go anyways.
I could have gone back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
No, seriously, they used to be affordable.
Right, but as if you were gonna go.
I mean, I'd rather watch it on TV at home. I think it's more
Yeah, okay.
fun. You get to see even this halftime show. There's all these videos of people from the stands taking videos, and they don't really see the show either.
Right.
They do on the jumbotron, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I don't think you can really hear it from the stands, and you can't
And you
really
can't,
see it.
right? It's not as good. So okay, so Kendrick Lamar. There's so many mixed reviews. It's so interesting to me. Um, I thought it was amazing, and I love rap. I always have. I'm from Miami, so I think I have the advantage of, I grew up in all this mixed culture, and I'm, Method Man, Mary J. Blige. I know all the songs and all the things, and I still do. So I was one of the few people that knew who the hell he was at our little football get together.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's like, "What is this? I don't understand all the mumbling."
Oh my gosh. I thought they chose Kendrick because like he's like a well-known rapper who anyone would know
Nope.
his songs.
No,
But I'm
most
surprised that so many people don't.
no, so many people don't. Cuz it's like unless it's Justin Timberlake or I mean all these people don't know. I mean, he's very well known, but he's not as well known as a mainstream.
Right. I thought he might maybe was a little mainstream, but I guess not. He's the first solo rapper ever.
He is a little mainstream, but it's like so little that most people don't know who he is.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I've even seen people talk today on their clips saying, I know Kendrick Lamar, the name Kendrick Lamar. I couldn't tell you what his songs were. Like they know his name, but they don't know his songs.
Right, but I feel like if he maybe played more of his like iconic old songs, people would have known because he played a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, he did. But I knew the new stuff, and it gives me nostalgia from when I used to go visit you at FSU when we go to the bars. They would play a lot of,
Like that type
Humble
of
and all that.
music. Yeah.
But I thought so take out the political part because everyone's like, everyone's a philosopher, and that's the only thing I don't like about TikTok, that anything happens, you can't get away from it. It's like everybody's opinion and synopsis on it, and it's like, okay, I don't want to see that all day.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I hate about TikTok. It almost makes
His
me not want to
show
go on
was
there.
very political though.
It was very political, but my point is that even if you take out the political parts, like if you took out the Uncle Sam and you took out what he said in the beginning and all the little symbolisms, I think if you took all that out, it's still a good show, is my point. Like I still think it was good.
Right. I feel like I was entertained the whole time.
That's my
And I
point.
was surprised that I was entertained the whole time because it was kind of just rap. It was just him like
Exactly.
talking rap the entire time. And
Exactly.
by the end of the show, I was like, wow, I was actually watching the whole thing.
I know, and I usually don't like them at all. Like usually I'm like, whatever. This was so good, and like that's what I'm saying. If you take out the political parts and all the secret and whatever messages, it's still like it's like watching a play. I thought it was
Yeah.
fantastic. It's like I loved it when the girls in the background and the guys in the background on their street lamps, like, and then he would talk. I loved all that. It was like watching a play. It was so good.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
And
I
let me,
liked it. And I like more like crazy dancing and like outfit changes and stuff. So
yeah.
again, I was surprised that I was entertained the whole time.
Yeah, because it was so good, and his music's so good.
Yeah, his
If you
music is
like
good.
if you like that kind of music. Like, I also understand why people didn't like it. A, if they didn't know him, or B, they just don't like the music. That's your prerogative. You don't have to like it, and I get it. But
Right.
I thought it was amazing, and I also think the way he raps, let me tell you, I think rapping is harder than singing, right? Because you're like, there's so many words that you have to say. It's not like a long note
Mm-hmm.
or a melody. You're not like repeating a melody. So I feel like he did so phenomenal. I think it's really easy to mess that up. Like, how does he remember all those words?
Right. That's true.
It's so crazy. If you
Yeah.
really look at it, he's like literally speaking word, like the whole time.
Yep. It is impressive.
It's so impressive. So,
And I think it was so funny. He won the rap battle with or against Drake. Like he literally had two of his exes on there. I can't believe he
so
brought on Serena Williams. And I didn't know
everyone's
she was an ex.
right. I think they dated on and off for years, and I guess Drake clowned on her even after she got married and talked shit about her marriage. But some people are saying that Drake is the one that won because if you look at it from the standpoint that he had this opportunity, the biggest stage in the US, and he made it all about Drake.
Um, yeah, but I don't like to see it that way. I think Kendrick won.
Yeah, you could see it both ways. Also,
Yeah.
for Serena, they're saying, if I was her husband, like, what are you doing?
Oh no, that was that one guy who came out and said that about her, and everyone was like, "Your insecurity showing." Like, she clearly has a husband who's very secure in himself and is letting her have fun with it.
Right, but I can see how you can see it both ways.
Yeah, I guess.
I see it because Drake is suing Universal. He's not suing Kendrick. So maybe it's like this is so weird their beef. It's like, they knew each other back in 2011. Like, that's so long ago. This has been going on for a ridiculously long time.
Right.
And apparently Drake, he didn't make his career, but he, because of Drake, he got his break because Drake invited him to open for his shows and to collab on an album, and that's what brought him out into the spotlight.
So what started the beef?
And I have no idea, and I don't think anyone really knows. But something happened on that tour, and they started to hate each other and write these stupid songs, and it escalated. And again, I don't know the details, but they used to be friends.
Hmm. Yeah,
It's
I don't know what started the beef, but he does call him a pedophile.
I know,
So
which
he's
is
probably seen some things.
well, and he apparently Drake has like he's always reaching out to really young, 16, 17, 18-year-old like stars like Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
And
hello, she was so young. He had no
yeah,
business being so close to her.
yeah. And apparently Kendrick, I don't know if he's still with her, but he married his high school girlfriend, his high school love, and has two kids with her. So
Maybe
if
he's
he's,
a wholesome guy and he's like, Drake is gross.
yeah, yeah, it's interesting. But so
Yeah.
the crip walk that Serena did, they call it the crip walk because apparently it was invented with the Crips, the gang back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like saying like, why are you glorifying that? Why are you doing that? But I think at this point it's evolved into just like a dance move, I would assume. No?
Right. I feel like I always see that dance move.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the crip, it's not about the gang anymore at this point.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I saw someone say everyone has their theories, right? That's why it annoys me, TikTok, after events like this, because everyone comes out of the woodwork with different things. But they said that Serena's younger sister was killed by a Crip. Do you know that?
No, I did not know that. Is
So
that
he's like,
true?
that's what he
Well,
said.
like,
He's
was she murdered? Is that a
yeah.
fact?
That's what he said. I haven't that might not be true. Like I said, that people say the craziest things, but he said it is true, and how could she come out using that step, which I think is a stretch because again, like it's just a dance move probably for
Right.
her.
That's silly. People read into things
They
way
do.
too much. She
They
probably
do.
just likes the dance move. She probably didn't even know it was from the Crips.
I'm sure she knows, but again, it's like anything else. Halloween came from witches. Everyone that celebrates Halloween doesn't believe in witches.
Right. You're like reading
Um,
too deeply into it.
yeah, so it's funny because everyone's like, "Is that Serena Williams?" I did the same thing when she came up. I'm like, "Gosh, she looks familiar."
Mm-hmm. No, same. But then someone was like, I can't believe they brought Serena Williams up on the stage, Drake's ex. And I was like, no way he's talking about the the tennis player. Like I had to literally look up her name to verify it's who I thought it was.
Really?
Because I was like, I didn't know that they dated, first of all. And second of all, like, I didn't think that was her on stage. I was like, that's so random.
Yeah.
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 I
That's
also was
interesting.
thinking, I can't believe Drake has never played the Super Bowl. I feel like he's someone that, like, literally everyone would know his songs.
Yep. And also they were saying that what's his name? Lil Wayne was upset because that's his hometown. And they're like, how could you not have Lil Wayne?
Oh, what, didn't he already play?
Did he?
Or am I making that up? Maybe that was Snoop Dogg.
I don't know. But he was
Like
upset
when they
about
had
that.
those five rappers that won
Right.
Super Bowl. But maybe he didn't. I don't know.
But I think the NFL came out with an apology to Wayne saying,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Look, so I just Googled it and it says Serena Williams' sister was brutally killed by a drive-by gang member in the Crips.
Oh.
So it's true.
Oh my
In
gosh.
2003. Half
Whoa.
sister.
That's rough.
See what you learn? Okay. No, I know. But I think that, yeah, that's not obviously she didn't do that and made the connection with that because that's, that was her sister. So,
Yeah.
um, but going back to the halftime show. So the stage was set like a Sony PlayStation and it was giving
Oh, I
Squid
was
Games.
wondering what that was, what it symbolized, but continue, sorry.
It was giving Squid Games. I thought it was like a Squid Game thing
Oh, yeah.
because
Was it supposed to be the PlayStation?
yes, because he's suing Sony Music or Drake's label Sony.
Oh.
So it's that remember when Sam Williams, the guy that played the IRS agent, he says, "Welcome to the greatest game in America," or whatever he said, and it's a Sony PlayStation, and at the very end when it's over it says game over.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was all these symbols and all these people made me laugh because they're like, I shouldn't have to be researching my halftime show. Like, I just want to have fun and dance. Like these stupid like hidden meanings, I'm not into it.
I didn't know it was going to be that deep.
Yeah.
It kind of
I-
makes the show better, but, and like everything's just so intentional. Like,
It
wow,
was
it's pretty cool.
yeah, it was like a play. It was really cool. And I loved how he would talk. And he has a cute smile. Every time he smiled, like I liked it. I really liked like everything behind it. And he when he was singing and like that little dance move he did with his body, like a little snake.
Yeah. Yeah, Kendrick's a cutie patootie.
It's a cutie patootie. I want to smack his forehead. And he was doing that little dance side by side. I loved it. And then when he said he kept teasing the song. He's like, I really want to play this. And then they put the little beat and stopped.
Well, he said, but they love to sue. So he didn't
Yeah.
want to play it because Drake was suing him.
I know, but I love how he teased it all the way to the end when he finally did it. It was like a nice
Yeah.
lead up. It was really good. I really liked it. And then obviously when he brought out that guy Mustard, it was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he I like when he got under the street lights and I love the girls in the background. What did you say? I loved it. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was really cute.
I really liked it. And obviously the whole thing with A minor, everyone went crazy singing
Everyone
that.
yelling it. Same thing happened at the Grammys. It's so funny.
Oh, really? I didn't see him at the Grammys. I didn't watch it.
The Grammys, he won the award, and then they were playing the diss part while he was walking up, and it was so funny because everyone was yelling and singing. And it was just like very funny that everyone would sing that part about Drake.
I want to know also what the hell happened between them because this hate is like too big. Like, did he sleep with your wife? Like, what happened?
I mean, maybe he's a little. Drake doesn't seem like the best. I could see that happening. But Kendrick officially won.
Okay. He won for you.
Yes, the Grammys and the Super Bowl show
Do you think
that.
do you think he's watched the halftime show?
Definitely.
Cuz he's in Australia right now playing while the Super Bowl was going on, he was on stage.
Oh. Well, he definitely went back to watch it. There's no way he didn't.
Well, yeah, everyone's probably blowing up his phone and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, he was in Australia on stage, and apparently he was talking about exes and stuff right before the Super Bowl halftime came on. And yeah, and then other people are saying Serena must be still in love with him. Why does she even care? That is so embarrassing. Like, again, there's all these different sides.
That's just stupid. I think it's funny.
I personally would never do that if I'm married. Like, I do see that. I do see, like, what are you doing?
I
But,
guess. But
you
SZA
know,
was there too, and I think it was just like funny. Like if Kendrick invited you over to, I don't know, it's funny.
I guess. Yeah, because he's talked a lot of smack about her. Apparently, that's what I heard. So,
Right.
yeah. Okay, so another crazy thing that happened at the Super Bowl, Taylor Swift getting booed.
Yeah, that was so rude.
Why are they booing? So I think there's two different sides of the booing. I think the Eagles fans are booing her because she's on the opposite team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also the Justin Baldoni probably has something to do with it, I would think.
Oh, I don't think it had anything to do with Justin Baldoni.
Really?
I think it was the Eagles fans, and then I think it's football players sick of seeing her in the NFL. Not football players, like football fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
I
it was
mean,
all Baldoni issued because she's never been booed in her life.
I think it literally has nothing to do with that.
She was never been booed at any other game though. Isn't that weird?
I guess. But I think people are just sick of it.
Wow. Another thing they were saying is, the whole political part of the halftime show. It's performative activism, right? That's what they call it. It's a show, right? So that's what he's interested in and that's what he's going to portray, and that's fine, but everyone was saying like you're part of this thing that you're quote unquote saying you're not, like you're getting paid, you're doing this, blah blah blah. So I thought that was interesting too. I'm like, you know, you can't, it's almost like a double-edged sword. Like you might care about like stuff like that in life, but once you hit a certain thing and you hang with the people with money and you're getting paid by the system, it's kind of like hard,
Right.
right?
Like he's part of the system.
Yeah, like he's worth 140 million dollars. Like you can't go up there and be like you're so oppressed. You just can't.
Right.
So it's a double, and even though he might really care about these causes, and he does obviously, but it's like it's still, it's a hard message.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, I can see both sides on that too. Like, come on. Um okay, there was a lady in the bleachers. There's a video going around. She had a voodoo doll of what's his name? What's it? Patrick Mahoney, whatever. What's his name?
Patrick Mahomes.
She had a voodoo doll, Patrick Mahomes, and she was sticking a needle in it the whole time that she's sitting there, like she's doing voodoo on the guy.
Yeah, I saw that. And people are so stupid if they think that's real or why they lost.
Whether it's real or not, which I don't personally believe so, that's a creepy. Like she shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's creepy.
I know, you know how they check your bags before you go in? Like now they should check for voodoo dolls.
I'm sorry, but her tapping on that, she looks like she looks crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would, if someone had a doll of you and was doing that, I'm sorry, I think I would freak out.
I mean, it would definitely creep me out.
Because whether we think it's real or not, like we don't know. So
Right, that should be like illegal.
that should be illegal. It's like a threat.
It is a threat.
Oh my god. So anyways, Taylor Swift getting booed. I felt terrible for her, and I think it's embarrassing for the crowd. Nobody should be booing. I mean, what did she do wrong? She's just living her life.
I mean, people love to hate on her.
But that's just immature and embarrassing for them to be booing her. I don't like that.
Did you see Travis Kelce has hair now? I thought he was like a bald guy.
Yeah, he grew it out. They're saying they're saying that he just came back from Turkey and probably had hair transplant, but I don't believe that.
Oh.
I don't believe that because hair transplants take forever to like come in.
Right, like wasn't he just playing?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he let it grow. He looked
Looks so
defeated.
different.
Yeah, he came in with his 70s flashy staying alive outfit and then
Yeah.
after he looks so defeated and everyone's saying that they're breaking up.
Well, I was wondering how they were hanging out after the Super Bowl because some men really carry that with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Super Bowl. Remember when you danced and you like your team didn't score or whatever? Like it stayed with you for a week. Like
Right. It's definitely a letdown.
it's a huge it's a huge pressure. It's a
Well,
Super Bowl.
especially with the way they played. Like, it wasn't even a close game.
But that's why they believe that voodoo doll had something to do with because everyone's like no. And then the comments under it, it's so funny because the Eagles fans are so offended because everyone's like, well, you only won because Tom Brady's out. You only want like they suck. You guys suck. You know, they're always saying that. So they're like, oh, now you're gonna blame it on the voodoo doll. It's not because we're any good.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Um
let them have their win.
oh, it's okay. I mean, why is everyone feeling bad for them? They still got paid. They won last time. It's all right.
You know what's crazy? You know how my boyfriend's best friend from his hometown is a
Mhm.
football player in the NFL?
Mhm.
So he got dropped from the Chiefs this year and got picked up by the Eagles.
Oh. So he was there playing?
So he was there and he won a Super Bowl ring.
Wow. And also Travis Kelsey's brother, right? He just retired and this is the year they win, right?
Right.
That would suck. You play on all those years and then the first year you're not there, they win the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, that must be hard.
It's not easy.
Yeah, timing is everything. Because if the Chiefs wouldn't have dropped him, he would have been with them and they would have lost. But now he has a Super Bowl ring.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
He
know,
didn't
crazy.
he should have sent you guys some tickets.
I know.
Some $40,000 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, other Super Bowl news. Tom Brady now, I don't know if you know, he has a job with Fox, like Fox Sports, and he was there, broadcasting and narrating or whatever. And first of all, his face, he's definitely had a facelift. We already knew that, but he keeps getting more stuff done because he kind of looks like a different person. But on
Mm.
top of that, he's wearing a 700 what they say is worth a $740,000 watch. And I'm like, can you imagine? I would never like how does he walk around like that? I would die.
I guess. Ooh,
I would think you would, get mugged or like who does that?
I feel like that's not uncommon. Like women wear jewelry that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but you don't know if it's fake or not, if it's a necklace or whatever. A watch? I think that's nuts.
I guess. If
He
you
must have
have it, flaunt it.
I would never. I would be so nervous. That's like $800,000 on your wrist? No way. Speaking of going back to Kanye, he in one of his little video rants, he was saying that he was going to fly to Miami because do you know who Kodak Black is?
Yeah.
So he was spotted in Miami in the middle of the street eating chicken and acting like he was out of it, like drugged, high, I don't know what, but he looked like a homeless person that has mental issues in that clip of the video. So Kanye was saying he was going to come help him because no one's helping him. They're just videotaping him. And he's sitting in the middle
Oh.
of the street eating chicken from a styrofoam thing. And he has all this jewelry around his neck. So everyone's like, how is he not getting mugged? Um, it's another sad video to watch because whatever's going on there in that video, there's something wrong for sure. Something wrong.
Oof.
Yeah. So I don't know. I liked
Have
it.
you seen that people? are saying that Justin Bieber is using again.
They're saying that he looks like, black under his eyes and tired and, yeah, disheveled.
Yeah.
Well,
They're saying
using
that,
what?
I don't know, some sort of drug?
I mean, that's major speculation. Like, where's the proof?
Right.
He's not in the middle of the street eating chicken looking weird.
Right, but he just looks like unwell. He also has Lyme disease, though.
He does. He has a lot of ailments, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like the non-stop divorce rumors. People are saying he's using again, and that's why they're gonna get a divorce.
They're saying it has
But I
something
think
to do with
people
the
just
the
talk
Diddy
and hate
trial.
Haley.
I
Huh?
think I think they were saying that it has something to do with the Diddy trial coming, that he's stressed about possibly being involved.
I know, can you imagine?
Yeah.
That would be stressful.
Yeah.
He like
That's
has
what
to testify.
Kanye was saying in one of his rants, that Diddy was a better father than most people and all this stuff.
Oh gosh. That man is crazy.
And Kim is out there probably under her bed saying, "Don't bother me. I don't care."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how she see this is where I would have an issue. I don't know how she lets her kids go be with him, cuz imagine the crazy stuff he says in front of them.
I know, like North still hangs out with him.
I think they just recorded another song.
Right. So I would hate, I mean, I wouldn't let them hang out with each other like unsupervised. Who
I
knows what he's
mean,
saying to her?
nobody's gonna like tell Kanye what to say, so he's gonna say it whether he's supervised or not. It's just the whole energy of it all.
Right. You don't want her to start kind of feeding into it.
Ugh, having kids with the wrong person is really a life sentence.
Right. And she had like four of them.
Yeah, she's silly. She's very
But
silly
yeah.
for that. But going back to the Grammys, did you see Beyonce won country album?
Okay, I get it. She's never won album of the year, but this was not the year to win it.
I'm sorry, but like some of her like there's two good songs on there that blew up, and maybe those individual songs can win something, but album, absolutely not. The album, I listened to it, absolutely not.
No, it's insane that she won that. And it's really only because they've been complaining for so long that she's never won album of the year. So it was all politics,
It must be
but this was not the
politics.
year.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. I mean, even her face, she was shocked. Um,
Yeah.
they probably paid someone to do something, because they even said for the Super Bowl that Jay-Z has final say in who plays the halftime.
Well, doesn't he own some sort of production company?
He owns a production company. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he owns something or like a label or something.
Yeah, he has something to do with it. So he must hate Drake. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I liked it, and that little dance at the end for the "Not Like Us." Everyone's doing it. It's so funny.
Yeah.
That he if you watch him rap, the way he goes up and even he changes the way the voice. That's what makes it so good. When Drake raps, he sounds the same the whole time. Like, this guy has range in how it's like artistic, he'll be like, like do the ooh and the ah, like he goes up and down, like that's why his songs sound so cool.
Right. No, I agree.
He has talent for rapping. Like, I can't believe he didn't miss a beat. It was really good.
Yeah. Speaking of performances and Grammys, did you see the performances there?
At the Grammys?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Grammys.
You didn't even watch the performances?
No, tell me one.
Um, what's her name? Pony Girl?
No.
No, that's not her name. Why am I blanking? Oh, Chapel Roan.
Okay, let's talk about Chapel Roan, but not in the context you're talking about. What do you have anything to say about her performance?
Well, first of all, everyone is now obsessed with that song since the performance, and I feel like no one's ever actually listened to the song. They
Sing
thought it
it.
was a silly song until they saw the performance.
Sing it. What is it?
Uh, Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep in dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing it for you, but
Would
you
I have
probably
known it? Is it on the
have.
radio?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much just about like a Midwest girl going to LA and she's wearing her heels on stage, meant to be dancing like the whole like just this is where she's meant to be. And I think she once said that she's your favorite artist, which just showed at the Grammys. Like everyone there is a professional singer and they were like singing along to her song. Like
Oh,
everyone knew the words.
okay.
Like everyone loves Chapel now. So she's getting
Yeah,
the
so
recognition that she deserves.
there were these two influencer type people that they put on kind of like the red carpet to interview people. And you know how sometimes just because you have a lot of followers and you're popular doesn't mean you can do everything and do it well. So they put these two influencers that are not trained media people, right? And they're interviewing Babyface, and Babyface is a legend. Babyface is, he walks so you can everyone else can run. Like he opened the doors for so much. He's like a producer, a music, all this stuff. So they ask him a question and he's in the middle of answering. And so they're so unprofessional. So while he's trying to answer, there's two girls. One girl's holding the phone and the other one's like obsessed with Chaperone in the back. And she's like, oh, Chapel. And he's trying, like, they're being so rude to him and unprofessional. They completely cut. It's so uncomfortable that he says, oh, do you want to go talk to her? Like,
Mhm.
do you not want me to answer? Like, he was trying to be classy about it, but it was so distracting. They literally said, oh, we're so sorry. And they went to Chapel Roan and they just like dropped them. It was so bad that Khloe Kardashian, I don't know if you saw, she came out with a rant. She was, because they're very close to him, like
Hmm.
a family friend. She ripped those girls a new asshole. She's like, I have never in my life seen something so unprofessional, so disrespectful. How dare you? It's like
That is
you-
super rude.
it's painful to watch.
I wonder who sponsors them, like what media company brings them on.
I don't know, but just because you have followers and people know you or you're an influencer doesn't mean you should be doing things you're not trained to do.
Oh, I've seen so many interview horror stories because it's these influencers that don't have training. Like we need to bring back real journalism.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like it was so
And
rude and and it doesn't matter who it was, if he's known or not known. Like you literally just asked this man a question and you cut him off and made him uncomfortable mid-sentence.
right. No, that's super rude. And a lot of them don't know how to hold a conversation and like ask a question and build off the question
Right. They
or
don't even
build off the
really
answer.
they don't care about the answer, exactly.
Right.
Oh, it's infuriating. If you go watch the clip, you're gonna want to punch those girls through the through the screen.
See, like TikTok is great for people getting known in the field that they're good at, not like these random people
Yeah.
and then you throw them into a random field.
Speaking of, there was this lady, I was dying. She was making fun of Alex Cooper because people are getting over Alex Cooper. So she's always in sweats, and the way she interviews is very, again, it could seem unprofessional because it's not that you have to be serious, because professionalism is not serious, but it's more like, I don't know, it just seems very immature sometimes. And this lady's like, "Can we please with the hand?" And she's making fun of her. And everyone in the comments was like, "Oh my god, I was waiting for someone to say this. Like, I'm so over her clips. I don't want to see them."
Right. No, I've totally been getting that feeling that people are over her. And I think it's ever since the Alex Earl era because she's very like frat star. So maybe Alex Cooper kind of leaned into that too much. And she's also friends with people like Harry Jowsey, which is also like a frat boy. So,
So she went to the Super Bowl, and apparently Alex Earl and her. So the rumors are that Alex is leaving her network,
okay, yeah,
Unwell.
people are saying they're like not friends anymore.
Well, they can't be because they were both at the Super Bowl, and Unwell had a party, and Alex didn't go,
Oh,
so she can't.
I
Something
wonder what
happened.
happened.
The vibes that Alex Cooper's giving off with her little entourage, it's not for me. It seems silly. Um, that girl that she hangs out with that always looks like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not working in my eyes.
It's not. I agree.
It's very like, I don't know the word. I don't want to. It's not. I don't want to say an ugly word, but it just seems, more Winn-Dixie than Publix. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know how to describe it either, but it's just not hitting, and I don't know what's
It
not hitting.
seems it's
Trying because people were speculating since Alex Earl was supporting Spencer when he was mad at Alex Cooper,
oh my God, Spencer's too much.
Spencer Pratt.
I know. He's so funny.
So then people were speculating, and now it's somewhat confirmed.
Yeah. Another one, Paige DeSorbo and her new man were at the Super Bowl while Craig, her ex-boyfriend, was on the other side. So that was fun.
Right. So she went to a very public place with this man. She's definitely dating him.
I don't think they were seen in public. I think they hung out like back. There's some photos that they caught them holding hands in like a desolate hallway, and
Mm,
and then they did like some investigating in the hotel room. They thought a bag that was on her table is the same bag he was wearing. So I don't think they hung out in public together, but only like in private.
I see.
So the people wouldn't talk crap, but they do anyways. So, and
Right.
this is a notice for everybody out there hounding on Paige. She's allowed to break up with her boyfriend and like somebody else and probably like the other guy maybe a few weeks before she broke up with her boyfriend, and that's not illegal. So get off her jock.
I
Jesus.
know. People are so annoying.
She's allowed to break up and change her mind, and it's not a crime. It's so weird how people obsess over other people's stuff.
I know, and like go into defense mode for someone they don't know.
And they're even going so far to say, "Oh, she downgraded." It's like, what? You're not okay that you're this invested in someone else's life.
Yeah, and that's also mean for the guy.
It's mean, and it's like you can have an opinion, sure. We're having an opinion, but I'm not invested. Like I'm not affected. It's almost sounds like they're taking it personal,
Right, like they were in the relationship.
and that's not normal. Oh my God. Anyways, all right. So mustard. We're done, right?
We're
That's all we
done.
got. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl. Bye.
Bye.